Hello, are we ready?
All right, you guys are live.
We're live. We're alive, baby.
Live.
We're
Super Bowl
alive.
Sunday, live.
Yep.
Last night
Wait,
we
you
were
can't say it.
alive.
You gotta say the big game.
The
You
big
can't
game.
say it. You got to say the big game.
The big game.
Or you
the
get
big
in
game.
trouble.
I ain't got time to play games. I'm sorry. Well, some people are practicing religion. The people that are joining us today are practicing real estate. It pays off. Okay, so here we go.
Story
Practice
time.
both. I don't care. What? Story.
Yeah, tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Yeah,
you hear
story.
that, Raphael?
Story.
That cut out. There goes that mic.
The story is...
I can hear you.
Okay.
The story is, let me tell you something. Even though I got good deals on these planes, the initial investment was minimal. They're not that cheap. You know, he took the 414 plane, which is the one with the two props on it, and he went and did what he had to do. It cost me a big $800. He had to go to the new building and come back.
Right.
Mysteriously, after he uses the plane, they can't use the plane. Something happened, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It's suspicious. Because he knows that if we had to he had to go to the next day because that's the day you actually take over.
Well, 2 days later. 2 days later.
Whatever. So I think he did something to the plane because he didn't want to use the prop plane because he wanted to use the jet. So instead of $800, it cost $1,800.
Oh, that's still not
That bad. There was 3 of us last minute. Any other airline would have got us for $500-600 a person round trip.
You could have drove, you know.
Yeah,
now
we
he's
could have
a
drove.
big shot.
No,
now he's
it's-
purposely fucking up the prop plane so you can use the jet. He thinks I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay? You think everybody's dung.
No. It was scheduled to go into
Throw me
service.
$1,000.
It was scheduled to go into service before we took it. I withheld it from going into service so that we could take it.
And then
that
the
day.
pilot, he screws me too. So my own son screw me over. Then we got the pilot screwing me over. The pilot tells me, well, if you want to use the prop plane, I just filled it up with gas and I had to burn out some gas because little Ben takes up a lot of weight, okay? Him alone, I think him alone meets the weight limit now. So basically, because he's got to take his entourage with him, we need to load that plane up where it doesn't cost me that much per person with about 5 people, and then we're talking you save money. So for 5 people, it ain't that bad per head. So anyway, make a long story short, the pilot says, we just filled the damn plane up. We can't take all that weight. I have to pay for the pilot to go fly the plane and burn out the gas. I think he does this on purpose. I told him, stop filling up the goddamn plane until you have to. Okay, because I don't want to. You're burning money. You're burning gas. It means you're burning money. And then I'm paying for his time too. I bet you he's charging me. So he gets to have fun with the plane because he gets to burn gas up. So he takes the plane, he burns the gas up. I'm paying for the gas that he burnt, and then I'm paying for him. I'm paying for the use of the plane because every hour you use these planes, it costs money. All the maintenance and all the other shit you got to do. There's an hourly rate that you have even when you own them. If you got to be in that maintenance program, if you're not in the maintenance program, then you're gonna get killed when you need something done, like an engine. So the whole thing's a big thing, but it's great to have. But it's not that easy, and it ain't cheap. Let me tell you. So you got to do it wisely. So make a long story short, luckily I got a partner that doesn't use a plane that much.
Until he hears this.
Yeah.
Until he hears
Man,
this.
he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Anyway, so I burned up the money, I burned up the time, I burned up the plane, and then take them where they want to go. What does the pilot do when he gets where he has to go? He puts more gas in it. I mean,
Because you need more gas now.
now to carry all
To
the
carry
damn way.
back,
Yeah, all right. To take off, shit. You need a lot of power to take off with Ben in a plane. But anyway, there we go. It makes life a lot easier when I got to run and do shit here and there or send him around. Because he'll make a one-day job into 2 or 3 days if he's driving. Hello? Then he's got to spend the night because, we work too late. Hey, how are you? Who are you talking to?
Hey, Ben.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Is this the guy we're getting back to? Because
Yeah.
he's got 14 doors but no toilets. You got to buy
Yeah, I got
toilets for
14
those
doors
units.
and a
You
toilet.
can't. Let me tell you something. The most important part of an apartment when you rent it out is the bathroom. Because if you have a good, strong running bathroom with good like a new toilet costs like $150. You know what's nice?
Yeah.
They're cheap
You know
now.
how much nice it is when you rent an apartment and you come to it and I remember it has a brand new toilet.
You used to put a.
New toilet seat. That was the only thing you put in was a new toilet
that
seat.
was something.
Okay,
Something
I don't
was
remember new toilets
That's
going
the most
in.
important part.
I remember new seats.
Going in all the time.
Such a what a rat.
Yeah.
But anyway, now that we have big money, we
We
spend
put
more
the
money.
toilets in.
Okay, you yourself. So I'm gonna tell you, a tenant loves a new toilet. Okay, that alone makes the whole bathroom look better. So make sure you put some
I've been
toilets
having
in
luck
those.
with putting nice appliances in too.
When you go to Sears Warehouse,
Yeah. just
they got
like a
bought
new
out by
place.
another company, but they kept the name Sears Warehouse.
Yeah.
They're good. You go there and
But-
get a scratch and dent. I go there for my house. I'll go to Sears,
yeah.
man. I'll go to that warehouse
Yeah,
thing
me
they
too.
got, and I'll walk in there, and you walk into a room. You got your, every level of everything you want. Big deal. It's got a scratch on it. You can't even see. It's on the side that's covered by a cabinet, maybe, or a dent, and you can't see it. The dent's covered by the wall. They fit in a certain space.
Right. On the side.
You buy
It's
the
on
right
the side.
fridge to fit around a cabinet, then that's it. If there's a dent on it, nobody's going to see it anyway on the side. So you
It's
save like half the money.
Half
Yeah,
the
you get great
tenants
deals
ruin
there.
Listen,
everything
I bought
everything,
$5,000 refrigerators. They were $5,000 brand new. They had a little dent on it, and I got it for like $2,000 at the Sears.
Yeah, the Sears outlet.
Outlet. Yeah.
And you buy the warranty. So
And then if anything goes wrong,
They come
They
out and
can
swap
fix
it out for a brand new one.
One
If
time-
it goes that bad.
One time, I don't know how, it was a long time ago. One time I had him come fix the scratches in them or something. I told
Did
him
you?
That's the way he came. I bought it with scratches, then they fixed the scratches. But now you know why Sears went out of business. Poor people like me. No, Sears is great. All right, there you go. What do we got now? We got the 26-year-old,
question.
14 doors. And where you at,
got
Bismarck, North Dakota?
No, I'm in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. It's the pitch. That's a tough
I got
town.
a question about because I'm about to refinance everything. I think I have about $90,000 in equity because I got them fixed up, and it's like how I bought my first deal. I bought my first deal, fixed it up, took it back to the bank. Now I got 14. They're all fixed up. I'm taking them back to the bank, and they have a much higher income. I'm financed on all 20-year amortized 5-year arms. And I'm debating when I take it back to the bank, I think I want to do a cash out refinance. And then I don't know, I've just learned this. Maybe you can help me with this. Like when I cash out refinance, put the money in like a CD or a money market account and then lend off your own money again without.
CDs and money market.
Markets don't pay that much right now. I'm not a big tax guy or anything, but some people are putting them in preferred stocks that are paying good dividends, and then there's other people that are doing like which my father likes. What do you?
All right,
you
cut
do
to the bullshit. You got
Bonds.
your hands on $1 million
Bonds.
not that long ago.
Bonds.
What did you do with it?
Put it in tax-free municipal bonds.
What did you do? You just got your hands on a big chunk of money. Tax-free muni bonds are paying 3-something%. What did you do with the $1 million bucks you got your hands on recently? What
I
did you do
gave
with
it
it?
to.
I gave it to my stockbroker.
And what did he do with
He
it?
invested it in bonds.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You didn't look at the bonds. You didn't ask about the bonds. You didn't.
He
none of
put it
that?
in. He put it in. He put some in preferred stocks.
Yeah.
Put some in preferred stocks.
Which
and
banks?
Then, I don't know off the top of my head.
Ooh, you don't know what banks he's invested in.
I don't know off the top of my head. I just
Follow
follow
what
you.
you do. I tell him to do whatever he did
For
for
you, just doing the same thing on a smaller scale.
Probably smart that way.
Yeah.
All right, good.
If you guys were me and you cashed out refinance, would you cash out with the same commercial bank, or would you try and put them all in? Because I could put it in residential financing and lock in 30-year fixed. Do you think I should do that, or do you think I should keep it commercial?
All right.
With
Well,
this
let me
set
tell you
of
what I
property.
think. I think you need to sit down and you need to figure out what's going to get me the most money in my pocket. It costing me
Probably
the least
commercial.
amount of strings attached and the best interest rate and the best terms. Which is the way you need? I understand your situation, and you could you need to weigh it out, and then you need to have the banks bid it or give you a term sheet in every situation. Go to the commercial side of lending, go to the residential side of lending. If you can get away with residentially doing 14 homes, you might get a rate that'll knock your socks off, like 3% right now.
Yeah.
And if you can
That's
fix
what I
that
thought.
sucker for 30 years, holy shit, home run, baby, home run. You get a 3-year
Yeah,
fixed loan for 30 goddamn years and you ain't got to worry about it. You hit that jackpot, baby.
Well, I was thinking about just using my commercial bank to buy the property.
But residential's
I-
not going to do interest only. So that's another
No,
thing.
I'll do interest only on the bank, on the commercial bank when I first get the property. Use interest only for a year, 1-year balloon. Do my improvements with all the money I'm making, because it's only interest only, and then refi.
You can
out
refi
with
right
my-
now, interest only. You can refi right now. You go to a bank and say, here, I got 14 houses. Here's the books. Here's the income. Here's the expenses. This is what it makes every year. Here's my tax return. How much will you give me? They'll package that shit together. They'll give you interest only. Yeah, I want to do a little work on it, blah, blah, blah. And you tell them, listen, I want as much interest only as I can get. I want the best rate I can get. I want it fixed. That's what you need to sit down and do. You got to go to a commercial lender first, because I think they're going to give you the most money. Residential, you have some rules attached to it, And I don't think residential does interest only. So if you want to keep that cash flow coming in, you got to go interest only. All right,
Yeah, I'm
Eric
not
can't sit in
interested
front of
right
smoke.
now.
I'll
I'm
get in
principal
trouble. God damn kids. All right, so, go look at it either way, okay? But go commercial, sit down, and see what a commercial lender will do for you.
I got one more question for you, Ben, about what with the commercial bank. So I have 2 deals right now I'm trying to buy. The one guy will owner finance, and it's a fourplex, and I got another owner finance, it's a single family. Now, when I take these to the bank, what I do is I go and people that post their apartments for sale or not for sale, for rent, I'll just call them up and say, hey, you want to sell that? And I've been getting some really good deals.
Keep doing it.
The first house I bought for $25,000. I get $900 a month for it. The duplex.
You're a home run hitter. Keep hitting home runs and
my
get as
second
much
deal, I
money as you
think,
can
is
get
the
your
best.
hands on. That's what you got to get it down to now. And buy it any way you can. You know what you're doing. So
Yeah, but he
just
said,
keep
what does
doing
he
it.
do with the money afterwards? And
You
that's
put that sucker, like he said, you need a money manager, somebody that knows about some sort of investing in the bank. If you only talk about how much, $100,000 or whatever, I like, tax-free muni bonds will give you over 3% tax-free, but it's not that much money. Bank preferreds are pretty safe. You need to put it in a special account that's going to give you a safe return, and then you borrow it, and then tell the bank you want to borrow against it. You need a mortgage, you need a brokerage account open. Okay? But don't fuck with stocks unless you're gambling. Make sure. If you fuck with stocks, it's like gambling. It's the highest level of gambling there is in life. I have done it. I've day traded for like 2 months straight.
I've seen you
Out
stressed
of those
too.
2 months, I think I got 3 nights sleep over that crazy shit. It's like the highest level of gambling. All gamblers should go into stock
And then
market.
you chase
Get the
stocks.
casino.
You don't just accept losses. I've seen you chase stocks, or you just keep chasing it until it does come.
Because I don't stop until I get it.
That's it.
Until I win. All right, so have a great day. Good luck to you. Go get those loans. Get that money.
All right, thanks, Ben.
Take care. All right, what do you got, Rafal? Rafal from Poland. I bet you we can't even pronounce the name of the town he's from in Poland. What's the name of it?
No way.
What's the name of that town?
Guru Jones.
Grujones.
Gurjons?
You got to say it
That
like
was very
him.
good.
Grujones.
That's actually very
Gru-
good.
Grujones. You
Sounds
just
like a
sound like
planet.
him.
You have to
I
do it
come
like
from the
him.
planet of Grujon.
Grujones.
I am here to kill you. I will make you eat Polish sausage for the rest of your life. Do they even eat Polish sausage? Is that something the Americans made up?
We eat sausage.
And pierogies like Russian.
Tell people how to send their phone numbers.
Oh, Aaron, how
All
do you do that shit?
Go to benmallah.com, and there should be a tab where you could send in a question, phone number, name, everything like that.
It says
All the info.
bedmallah.com.
BenMallah.com.
BenMallah.com.
Ooh, that's big time.
Yeah.
That's an email? What is that, a website?
Website.
Website.
Your
The
website.
guy who claimed
And
it
then
like
you click
10
on
years
something
ago.
that says ask, and then you can type your phone number in?
Yeah.
It's an actual form that you fill.
Oh, I have to fill out a form. I hate that shit. Filling forms.
It's a questionnaire type. It's like,
Oh, by the
Ask the
way,
question,
wait.
yeah.
I want to make something 100% clear.
uh-oh. What
you
happened?
know, poor Polish
We got a caller
Rafal
on the...
does have a very poor family back in Poland. I'll
Oh.
tell you later. Hello, how are you?
Tremendous. What's going on?
All right, how are you today? How can we help you? You're on the podcast with Ben, and Aaron.
Fantastic. All
How
right,
can we help
so
you?
I got a question for you. Gotta explain. I'm at work. Let me step out real quick.
Uh-oh, don't get in trouble.
No
Don't
noise.
blame me for you losing your goddamn job.
I get
Because he's sitting there watching YouTube at work.
If you do that shit while you're on my clock, your ass is fired. I don't care who you are.
Anyway, I got a
Go.
question for you
We'll
guys.
call you back.
Basically, what's up?
We'll call you back if you want.
Okay,
When's your
so
coffee
call me back,
break?
Like around 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? Maybe not that late.
Let the man
Now I
ask
gotta
his
make an
question.
appointment
It's
with him.
okay. I told them I got a quick.
You
break.
say you're going to
The
the
bathroom. That's what
Yeah,
everybody
go
does
sit
to
on the
us.
toilet and talk to me. All right, come on. What do you got?
I'm 17. I'm gonna have 30 grand saved up by the time I'm 18. I'm gonna go on an FHA loan, buy a probably triplex or fourplex. Anyway, I wanted to see how much I should keep in the cash reserves.
Okay, number one, you're 17, and you believe you can have 30 grand in a year when you're 18. Okay, you must not have a girlfriend.
Maybe he already has some stored.
I have
What,
14
girlfriends?
grand
No,
in
maybe he's got the
account
money
right
Stored already, and he's got a plan to get the money.
now. I have about 30.
All right, listen. Do you have a girlfriend?
Good.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if a girl comes in the picture between you're 17 and 18,
That 30
you ain't going
grand.
to have shit when you're 18. Okay,
My
so
friend, I'm gonna have to lose a little bit of weight before I worry about that.
that's all right. You know, I've been fat all my whole life, and I had no problem with women. You know, because you know what women like? They like money.
Money?
And they want, and if they see you're a fat young guy and potential to make money even, that's how I got mine. I didn't have any money when I met my last wife. So, listen, anyway, how are you? So, when you get to 30
I am
grand,
tremendous.
when you get to 30
How am I getting
grand,
the 30 grand?
yeah, how you getting it legally, I
Working.
hope?
So
Working.
I got 6 grand coming in from a lawsuit. Somebody actually owes me 40, but I'm only going to be able to get 6. The other 26 I'm going to get from working full time. I got 14 right now, and with my paycheck, I'm going to have about 30.
Yeah,
Good,
but
good.
listen, seriously, I don't want to get too deep in your business, but I'm going to give you a piece of advice that's going to last you forever. You ready?
Yeah.
Never loan anyone money. Ever.
Oh hell yeah.
You know why? They don't pay back. You want to be a borrower, not a lender in life. You want other people's money. Okay? But anyway, moving on to that. If you got 30 grand when you're 18, call me when you're 18.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Next caller.
Have a good one. Thank you.
I mean, 30 grand, you know, 30. We got to talk about it when you have it, what the market's like, what's available out there.
If he had the 30
You know,
grand
when you're
today.
18, you need to start worrying about getting a loan. Do you have an income? You have an income?
Yeah.
All right. When you're 18, or right now, go to the bank, say, hey, I'm going to be 18 in such date. What do I need to qualify for an FHA loan? Okay?
Yeah. I already
That's your
got some
first
of my
step.
Financing lined up. I went to some mortgage lenders. I got all that shit. set
How
up.
much were you approved for?
I'm gonna have the money. I'm gonna have all that.
How much will they loan you? Well, how much money can you go out there and shop with? That's what the point is. You need to know. You give them that 30 grand, how much will they put in? You got to find out how much money you have in your
Probably
pocket.
Like 150.
150 grand? Well, then start looking
That's
for what.
not including the income from the property, though.
Okay, listen. If you can spend 150 grand, then start looking for $150,000 properties. You know, and then line shit up, get a feel for the market. You know, it'll start putting you in a circle that you want to be in, that $150,000 circle. Okay, now's the time to start looking. Start looking at what's out there. Do your homework. See if there's any fixer-uppers, whatever. You know. All right. Good luck to you, and God bless you.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too, and stay away from the girls because
Because that money will go quick. Hey, Andre T.
17-year-old boy will piss away everybody he got,
Yeah.
and everybody else's money he gets hands on. At least when you get 17.
Hey, Andre T. Do
Andre
not
T.
sublease a Section 8 unit. You will get in trouble.
Sublease.
Yeah,
not
sublease.
sublace.
Sublease.
That's what
my
he said.
God, he just
Who did
said
say? I didn't say.
sublease.
Did
Did
I?
I?
He said
Yeah, you
sublace.
said sublace.
Whatever. Do not.
Sublease your Section 8 unit.
Two basic
I can
words.
guarantee
in real
you
estate.
that.
Okay, guarantee. He's
Do not.
100%, 1,000,000% right. Do not ever let somebody sublet your Section 8 apartment. That's fraud. Okay, and people will try to do it. Because they need a place to live, and they got them a Section 8 voucher, and they want to use it. I've heard all those stories. I've been there, and you will get in trouble. So don't ever be involved or know about any subletting of a Section 8 rental. Okay, very good. What else you got, Rafal? I forgot what I was talking about earlier, but you don't remember when the caller came in?
Rafal's poor family.
Oh, yeah, Rafal's got
Oh,
a poor
but now I got
family.
another call. You didn't let you
And-
wait.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? It's Ben, Aaron. We're here. How can we help you?
Ben Mallah, what's going on, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? That's good. I'm glad you called me. I really appreciate it.
Our pleasure. What do you got for us? Come on, give us something good, baby. Give us a good one.
I got something real good for you. All right, so I'm out in Texas. I got a fourplex in Florence, right outside of Austin. Bought it with FHA, so I'm owner occupying it right now. I also took advantage of a program, a nonprofit program here called TSHAC, so Texas Housing Authority. They gave me a 3% grant. So I got into this property for $1,700 or so, right? Found a little loophole in the contract where I can stay out of it for 60 days or so. So I got that $1,500 back, after 60 days, just using that program. Right, so I'm in the fourplex right now. I need to stay in it for a year. So a year will be here in August or so. I need to figure out, what's the next step? What's the next plan for me? Do I try to improve the property some more so I can refinance out of it to get some cash to do something bigger? If you're in my shoes right now, what would you do?
All right, so as soon as your time is up, you're going to move out of there and you're going to rent that unit out, right?
Right.
Okay. Then you're going to have some kind of cash flow coming in, I pray.
Right.
Okay. So now you got the thing cash flowing. The numbers, you're probably cash flowing right now and living there, aren't you?
Yeah, living there, I get about $500 or so a month.
All right.
Right
so
now.
what are you going to get when you? So when you rent your unit out, you're going to get what? $1,000. When you rent your unit out, how much are you going to get? That 500 is going to go up to
another about $850 or so.
All right. So you're up to 1,300. That's great. All right. Well,
right.
Listen. Get stabilized, rent that unit out, and then if you can refinance and pull any money out of it and still have that cash flow, then that's something I would do. Okay? I always try to get as much money as I can because you can't buy shit without money. And you got to always have money to buy shit in your pocket for your deposit, your closing costs, whatever. So I'm a believer of borrowing money, but don't borrow it over your head. Okay, make sure you got a cash flow because that's your income. All right, but go for it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
True. Hey, real quick question though before you go. I know you're into low income tax, low income housing, right? How did you get into that? How did you transition from, flipping single family homes into going into, apartment complexes, right? Did you take advantage of, some of the tax credits that are available to us? Or did you utilize some of those government programs that are out there? Can you tell me a little bit about,
all I
how
did
you
was
figured
this.
that out?
All I did was this. Number one, I was in commercial apartments, but for somebody else, learning the business. You can't just jump into a business without learning it. So I was lucky. I had a full-time job managing this other guy's stuff. And then on the side, I took my little paycheck and saved money and did what I had to do then and was able to start buying little stuff on my own. Okay, but you got to have the experience to get to big-time apartment buildings. I was lucky enough to have that experience. So anyway,
so that's the barrier to entry.
The point is this:
experience in order to get those grants.
Yeah, listen,
from the
just
government?
you could listen. You're a smart guy. You know how to make something happen. I really. You utilize FHA, you utilize different programs. You're using all the tools that you find that are available. You're a really smart guy.
Right,
You should be proud of yourself.
Of the meal, right?
From
the government.
So listen, use the government all you can. That's why we pay taxes. Okay, and that's where it's a great country.
But we have all these programs that are available to us. How do you learn and figure out and find out what programs will work best for you?
We don't do
Listen, I'll do a program if it comes my way, but I can't wait for a program. I'm out there. The most important thing is having money in the bank and finding the next deal. Okay, that's what you need to do.
Right.
Borrow as much money as you can because interest rates are really low right now. They just went lower. Okay, now's the time. All right, get that money, find a deal. Everything else will figure itself out. All right, let's do it.
Fix my spot up as much as I can and try to get as much money out of it as possible.
Get as much money in the bank as you can, baby, in your name.
Flip it into single-family homes. Flip it to what? Another fourplex?
Try to go to a fourplex,
Listen,
a
do whatever.
sixplex, a tenplex.
Listen, make money any way you can. If you find a steal on a house, buy the house. If you find a steal on a duplex, who cares? As long as you know you got the money, as long as you know you can handle a deal, then you do it. I used to do 20 different types of properties at one time. Even today, I'm doing different types of properties. Anything you can make money on, you buy it. And you better make sure you know what you're doing. All right, take care.
Yeah, one more last question.
Come on already, goddammit.
entities?
Huh?
you have to create dividends to do that, right?
Do what?
You say buy as much as you can, but the banks don't. They want to
Listen,
see,
whatever
debt
the
to income
bank,
ratios and all that
whatever
BS,
works,
right?
whatever
So-
works, whatever you deal you can put together where the bank's happy, you got the money, make the friggin' deal. That's what you got to do.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's it. You're not gonna be able to do nothing that don't make sense. Do whatever makes sense. Sense makes dollars. Adios, amigo.
Gotcha. All right, sir. Thank you for your time.
I ain't gonna be stuck here all damn Sunday. Today's Super Bowl Sunday. I hate
the
football.
big game.
The big game. Oh, that's the politically correct way.
No,
of
not
calling
the
it Super
politically
Bowl.
correct. I don't know.
Why can't you call it Super Bowl?
I don't know.
What's wrong
Even on
with
the
that?
radio, they don't say the Super
big
Bowl
game.
anymore.
Anymore.
big
They say
game.
the big game. The big game.
I ain't
I
got
don't
time
know.
for no friggin' games. I got
I
bills
know.
to pay.
Anyway,
Planes
just
are
don't call
costing a
nobody else.
fortune
You're gonna
right
get that.
now.
Don't wait on the call.
All right, so anyway,
Oh, automatic.
get back to the Pollock over here. All right, so the point is this. I don't want people's money, okay? I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't even want to touch anybody else's money. But Rafal has a very poor family in Poland. He's one of like 15 kids because they got no cable out there. So what else they going to do? So, and his mother's really poor and everybody's poor. They barely can scrape together sausage to eat. And so if you do want to call me and have a private, what do you call it, Rafal?
Consultation.
Consultation.
Ooh.
The money is going to go to the production in Rafal's poor family in Poland. All right? Because he's really doing all the work. We're just sitting here hanging out with you. All right? So that's the story. If you go on the website and he's trying to charge you money, you're helping a nice, poor Polish family. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, Ben.
Hey, how are you today? How can we help you?
I'm doing great. So I have 4 quick questions for you.
Ready? 1, go.
Okay. HELOC on a main residence. Interest only for 10 years. Would you do it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It depends. What's the interest rate?
Yeah, what's the interest rate? Rates are down to nothing right now. Somebody please look up FHA loan rate right now. Somebody, anybody, Aaron, please. FHA loan rate. What's today's loan rate? All right, come on. That bank is, what bank is that?
Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab? You know why? That's for a house. Charles Schwab don't do houses. Go to a house lender.
Quicken Loans. They work with Quicken Loans, I think.
Oh, my ear's starting to hurt from this stuff. Oh, I can't wear the sunglasses. Oh, shit. Those sunglasses. Fuck, it's better than my ear. They'll have to look at somebody ugly.
30-year fix
So
is
my
at
ear don't get hurt.
3.6.
How much?
3.6.
3.6. They want to make a fortune off of you. You need to shop around. Quicken, maybe Quicken, but they ain't besting.
It's quick, but it ain't the best. You're going to go for
you
quality.
better shop around. That sounds
No,
way too high. On your own
no.
personal residence?
Nope.
What happened?
Yeah, so, well, here's the problem. So my mom, she just bought a house in Trenton, New Jersey, a fixer-upper for $17,000, and he said that he wouldn't touch it. Like, you can't refinance a house like that. You can only get a HELOC on it.
Take
that's
the
the thing.
HELOC.
So-
Use the money when you need it, and don't pay interest until you do.
Right. Okay.
All
And
right.
Now, my other question, what about borrowing against a stock portfolio around 3.5%?
That's normal. That's normal. If you borrow against your own funds, because unless you got a big account like I do, I should have said that. Then they'll give you a better rate. But 3% is a fair, really good rate to borrow money. Whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks, whatever it is, 3%'s fair. It's a good deal. All right, cheap. All right, what else you got? That's about 2 questions. You got 3 to go. Let's go.
Now,
That's 2.
I'm 22 years. How would you get your income up? And for all these young college students and student debt, I'm not in student debt, thankfully, but how would you get your income up quick to be able to buy real estate?
I mean, if you can find a fixer-upper, that's the only way to get into real estate. Find something you can add value to it, and make it, something better and sell it, make money. It's simple. Otherwise, I mean, typically somebody graduating college, you talking about 21, 22?
Yeah, I'm part-time at the community college, but
I mean,
so
what did you go to college
class.
for? You're supposed to cash in on that. What did you spend 4 years of your life learning that should pay you off now? What was it?
Well, I'm studying financial services, so like wealth management. It's a
All right.
2-year degree at a community college.
That's fantastic, but are you able to go to work? You take an intern. What do they call it? Internship. Any low level pro, anything you can get. Go to frickin' Charles Schwab. The guys that want to rip you off and say, hey, give me a job in money management, money wealth management. You know, at the lowest level even. And there's guys that make millions. All the richest guys in the world are guys that just manage people's money.
Invest other people's money.
The guy that owns the team here, the hockey team. All these guys are money managers. You get in there with that clique and you get to the top, you make big money. Because you're making money on other people's money. You ain't invested in nothing.
And you really don't have a lot of the risk.
And you make money when the market's up. You make money when the market's down. And, hey, listen, go get in that field immediately. Managing money is the most important thing in the world. Because when you do make it in real estate, then you say, hey, I made money in real estate. What do I do? Well, you keep buying real estate, but you never have that real, you want that chest of money in a bank to protect you for the rest of your life and your kids' life. So money management, go for it. Get a job with Charles Schwab today.
Exactly. And what I'm thinking is, there's about $60 trillion about to be handed over to millennials and like the baby boomers when they die off. It's going to all be handed over.
Well,
a lot of money.
There you go.
Transfer.
What are they going to do with it? They're going to boom.
Oh, you're talking about
inheritance. You're talking about inheritance.
Oh,
Millennials, like when
everybody dies, then that's what's going to happen.
And most kids
most
are
millennials
going
to piss it all away,
baby, because they want
to don't know how to do it.
Away, but if I can network enough and get their money to manage it,
exactly.
Well, and that's why you're in college
right now. You network so much being in college and being around those surroundings, because that's the future right there, and those are the people that are going to be running this country in the next 20 years or 30 years. And
all right, let's move on. Next class. Is he out of questions or what?
Okay.
Calm down. You okay? Don't choke on us. Don't die on us.
Interest only. So you basically guys like interest only as long as possible.
Interest only means you put less money out of your pocket. Don't worry about later, okay? You borrow the money, pay the interest, keep as much as you can in your pocket. You want to buy it down, buy it down. I don't care.
But then what the hell do you do when it balloons to like a big payment then?
Before the term is up of paying back the damn loan, you got to either sell or refinance. You know how many times you can refinance a property? As many times as you want, and the bank will let you.
Because they're paying.
You're paying.
You don't care.
And you're paying a point or something
on
every
making
time
a payment and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and the bank, you got the bank's money. They don't care. All they want is their interest and pay your payment. All right, let's go. That was 4. We're down. Take care. Good luck.
All right, thank you so much, Ben, for
all right, you got
time.
no more callers? We're done that quick today?
We got more coming.
Everybody's supposed to be waiting for the Super Bowl, cooking their burgers and their hot dogs. Yeah. All right, go. I ain't got time to be around that shit. That shit'll drive me nuts. In a room, a bunch of guys going, yeah. And the half of them get really drunk. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. How can we help you?
All right, so I'm looking at a warehouse in upstate New York that has an 18% cap rate. And my question is, I only have about 10% to put down. Do you think a bank would accept a down payment that low on a commercial property?
I'm going to tell you right now. You sure 18%? Is that triple friggin' net with no expenses?
Yeah.
And is the company strong? Are you sure these guys are going to keep paying? How long does the lease go out?
They usually do 5-year leases.
What are they in now?
I believe they're in year 3 or 4.
So they got to keep renewing. Every 5 years, you got the risk of them not renewing. All right, you want to get really dig into it. What kind of business is it? Is it a single building with one business in it?
It's a private business. It's nationwide. They do about $10 billion in revenue a year, and they're going up every year.
All right. Well, if you feel that strongly about the company, let me tell you something. How much you got to pay for that place?
You're going to be about 1 to 1.5 million. I can get 10% of either.
You know what?
1 or 1.5.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm no expert, but from what you're telling me, all right, there could be some other factors involved. But what you're telling me is you're buying that place for 1.5, right?
Yeah.
It's worth $3 million.
Yeah, because the cap rate is way too high.
There's plenty of people out there that'll take a $10 billion company and be happy with 9% NOI.
Less than that.
Cap rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, you better go find out. You better go to a bank and sit down and say, listen, this is a sweetheart deal here. They want, you know what you want to do? You need the appraised value, a loan on the appraised value. That's what you need.
Okay.
You need to figure out shit. How the hell are you going to be able to, you can't get the 10% for nobody else? Nobody? Oh, I know.
I didn't try yet.
I know what to do. I know what to do. Are you ready?
Don't say crowdfunding.
No. Listen, seriously, anything I tell you to do, you better consult with an accountant and a lawyer. All right? Because, this is just a couple off the top of my head. So anyway, you know what you can do? You get a contract with the seller, right? And you say that you increase the price. Well, that may be wrong. Get the seller to carry, right? Get the seller to carry the other 10% for only a year. And then give them some kind of extra bone on it. Give them some extra money. Because the day you buy it, that place is worth double.
Right, and then you can go out and refinance.
You go refinance, pay him up in pocket money in a year. Get the guy, get the seller to try to carry 10%. The bank won't care because it's no skin off their neck. They're still putting up 80% if you can get them to do that. And shop around, but seriously, you need that deal. You're sitting on something you can double your money on. And let me know. I'll buy it at 9 cap. Shit. What part of New York? But then you got to pay state tax for New York. I don't want to do that. And I hate New York.
The
Where
tax
you at?
takes it
Upstate
down
New
in
York
half
by where?
right there. That's
where are
your
you
half.
by? How far upstate are you? Poughkeepsie?
About Albany.
Albany, that's too far. That's like being in another country. All right, listen, get that deal. Go to the owner, go to the seller and say, listen, give me a year at 10% down, 10% carry, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Have a nice day. Next
Awesome.
caller.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. And that guy could flip that sucker, make $1.5 million in one day.
You just said a good point, though.
State tax
go ahead.
in New York.
Yeah.
That's going to kill them.
No,
I mean, that takes your 18. How much is it?
Who cares? It's 8, 9, 10%.
Well, you said. I mean, we know
I
friends
don't
that
do
are
it
going
because I do it on a big level.
I know, but I'm saying we know friends out there that are making
How
half their
about this?
paycheck.
Aaron, you got a calculator?
Yeah.
What's the state
All right,
tax?
If he buys something, what's $1.5 million times 18%?
Well, it's 180,000 on every million, so half of that is 900.
270,000.
270,000 on $1.5 million deal. That's incredible. He can go out. He ain't worried about paying no tax. He can afford to pay tax and that kind of return.
Yeah, but you're making 270.
70 if you give up half of that to the state, because I know people in New York are taking up half their paycheck. People in New York pay half their paycheck goes to
That's
taxes.
because of the Fed, the state, the city, and
No,
all
it's
that
different.
shit. He's upstate New York. He ain't got the city tax. Everybody pays state tax. His life. Forget about tax. We're talking about income.
Oh, it's income tax.
Yeah, it's income. You got to pay 10% of that rent. That 10% of that 18 cap, you pay it because you live in New York. Next caller, let's go. We got to start speeding this thing up.
Why
Can't
so
sit
fast?
around
You're like-
here like we're at Sunday. This ain't Sunday. Is this Sunday?
Yeah,
It's a
Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay, well,
Relax, calm
my
down.
Sunday. I should be home
You're with
rest
your
of my life.
sons on
Got a caller.
today.
Okay, who do you got? What do you got?
Hi, this is Jim from Folksville, Idaho.
Okay, Jim, from somewhere in Idaho. How can we help you?
Hey, so I have a question kind of about momentum. I just bought my first duplex, and I kind of have a question about, I'll keep it sweet. How do you keep momentum? I have the ability to do my next deal.
Oh, momentum
You know.
meaning keeping it going, baby.
Right, right.
You hit me there because I don't even go to high school. Momentum, I've heard of it. Momentum Bank.
It was a movie, wasn't it?
Momentum means keep it going, right? Rolling, keep it rolling, keep that beat going. Is that what you
Absolutely.
mean?
Yes, that's
So
what
my
he
It's not
means.
a real estate
That's
term.
what
He's talking about keeping the flow going.
Keeping
keeping
that
the-
flow. You know
keeping
about
the
the
flow.
flow, all right. You're full of. All
So
right, so what
when
do you
you
got to do
first
now?
start-
What did you do? I'm sorry. What did you do?
I just bought my first duplex, and I'm owner occupied, but I'm kind of looking for my next deal, and I'm kind of wondering, in your opinion, when you first start, should you just work on one project at a time? Like I'm about to just do a quick little basement needs a paint job, flooring to get it done. This next weekend. How soon should I be looking for my next deal if I have capital to deploy?
I look for a deal 7 days a week. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
18 hours a day. I'm always thinking about the next deal. I mean, if you can handle the next deal, and if you can handle 5 deals or 10 or 20 like I do, you do it. You handle as much as you physically, logically think you can handle financially, mentally, personally, socially. Do whatever you can do. If you go out and find another duplex and get your hands on it or a house, then do it. You already
And
opened the
there's-
door.
have you ever-
You
have
already
you
opened
ever
the door on
been
your first
to-
deal. Now just keep opening more doors.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we gotta
I'm-
go.
I mean, I'm-
It's Sunday. I gotta get to
All right.
church. Church of the.
Sounds good.
I'm going to New
Church of the
Take care.
Chicken
No.
Wings. That's what I got to get to. Church of the Chicken
Today's
Wings.
your chicken wing day.
I love chicken
That's
wings.
the reason why he likes sports, because
You get all the chicken
sports
wings.
means he gets to eat like a friggin' pig, and nobody's gonna say nothing to him. Somebody's paying attention to
Yeah,
him.
they're watching the game.
You know,
and
he's
I'm-
watching the game. He's eating all the chicken wings.
The only time I stop eating is for the
halftime.
Yeah.
Chicken wing.
I love the commercials.
Raised him on top ramen. Now he's big shot eating chicken wings.
But little chicken wings, 25 cent, 50
yeah, but
cent.
you eat
ones.
100 of them. Okay, Rafa, what do you got? Dun-dun-dun. All right, you threw me off with the momentum, because momentum is a real estate term.
It's also a bank.
Yeah, we
Momentum
owe
Bank.
money. Yeah.
It's also a bank. It's also a movie.
I mean, that's it. You know, if you got the power to do something, do it. Oh, yeah, by the way, starting a new church. We're starting a new church called Humanology. You want to join?
Humanology.
Humanology.
Oh, we got a caller too, by the way.
Uh-oh. Who do we got? We got a caller?
Caller on the line.
Oh, where's my phone? That kid wanted me to call him. Oh,
What's your
shit,
name, caller?
He's here.
Hey guys, my name is Dan.
Damn,
How's
what?
it going?
Goddamn. No, I mean, what's your name? Dan? D-A-N?
Yep, that's my name.
That's your name. Okay, how can we help you today? I'm sorry, I'm busy. You shouldn't text while you're on the mic. It's like driving, but I'm sorry.
Oh
ahead.
no.
I got this
Okay,
one
I
kid
gotta
that's
tell
got to
you,
come stay over the house.
I'm
His
a
parents got to
bathroom-
go somewhere. Good, sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, what do you got for us?
Oh no, I'm a software engineer. I'm trying to, trying to buy some real estate property. I'm still saving. I'm just curious what you would recommend for a beginner, I guess.
Ben, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I heard what he said. So a
Beginner, you're starting off now. Do you have any capital? Do you have any funds in the bank? Well, 30K is roughly, 20% down on 100 grand would be 20 grand. So, you'll still have a little money for fix up. So you need to go to a bank and try to get pre-approved for a loan. Go who you bank with, whoever you bank with now, whether that's Wells Fargo, B of A, whoever it is, go to them and tell them, listen, I'm sitting on 30 grand right now. I want to go out and buy this is the property I'm looking at, or this is what I want to do. And
You want to buy a house to live
there
in,
you
or you
go.
want to buy a house to make money on?
I definitely want to start with something
How old are
that
you?
I want.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so you want a house to buy, to live, or do you want a house to make money?
Yeah, both, I guess.
All right, 30 grand ain't getting you both. Do you have to worry about a place to live in right now or not? You don't have to worry about rent. You don't have to worry about paying rent, or what's the story?
I actually pay rent $1,000 a month.
All right, well, if you bought a duplex, you could probably live for free, and you save $1,000 right there. If you went out and found, I don't know where you're at, what the real estate's like, but if you could take that 30 grand, go FHA on a duplex, rent out one of the units, you might be saving $1,000 a month, and that's just like making money.
Yeah, totally.
See how far the 30 grand will get you. I don't know what the real estate's like where you live, but the 30 grand, if it gets you a duplex, get it. If it gets you a triplex, a fourplex, maximize what you can get with that 30 grand. Go get approved for an FHA loan and find out how much is the most they'll loan you. You got a job, I'll take it. Plus, if you haven't find a realtor to find you, or you know what you do, go on the market and try, even though you're not ready to buy it right now, go find a typical triplex or fourplex or duplex that you want to buy, and all you need is 3% down, okay? That's all you need. You actually, that 30 grand, you know how far that'll go on a friggin' fourplex? Where do you live? Iowa or something? Where did you live?
Minneapolis.
Indianapolis. I don't know the price of real estate, but listen, that 30 grand, if you go FHA 1 to 4 units, if you score on a 4-unit building, we're talking about, a lot of money. I mean, 3% of, 30,000 is 3% of what? I can't figure that shit out. Put it this way. Every 3,500 borrows you 100 grand. So 35,000 would borrow you $1 million. But I don't think FHA goes up that high. So you're somewhere up there. you better go out and look for a fourplex. That's what I would do. Live in one of the units and collect the rent out of those other 3 units, and you're on your way of living for free and making money. All right?
Totally.
Very good.
Yep.
Do it, please. You got to do that. You got to do it. Do it. Go out and buy a
Thank you.
fourplex. Go get an
Thank
FHA
you.
loan. All right. You got another caller or what? No more. Oh, I got to call somebody. Wait. Call this number right here.
Hold on, wait. Don't say it live.
I'm not going to say it live. I'll show it to you. Yeah, don't say it live. All right, here we go. It's this guy's contact here.
Fix it now. While we're doing all this.
Figure it out.
I got it.
It's the guy. It's the guy. And you know this guy? We're about to call somebody. The kid, I don't know. I'm sitting there eating seaweed. You know, you were with me.
Yeah, I was there. I just didn't mean I was.
And I went to
inside.
have a cigarette like I have to do after every course.
Almost every 5
First
minutes.
you eat your salad, then you have a cigarette. Then you have your entree, then you have your cigarette. Then you have your dessert, then you have a cigarette. That's a fucking complete way of eating. Now, I went out and I only had the salad or the appetizer.
Yeah.
I went out to have a cigarette, and this car just like almost missed the goddamn driveway. Turns in. There's a 13-year-old. Now I know he's 13. There's a kid at the window, you know, saying, "Hey, that's Ben." And my white Rolls was sitting out front, and you know, it's pretty sticks out like a big white thumb. Anyway, make a long story short, the kid comes in, pulls up to the front door of the restaurant, I'm smoking, and the kid recognized me and he was with his dad. His father was driving. His father's driving crazy, but his kid pointed me out. So I think they're from, I don't know, another foreign country, but very nice people. And they live right in my neighborhood here. Okay, so the kid wanted to meet me and talk about how him and his father can get together and get some real estate going. Because, you know, his father's a pharmacist, makes a good living, but the kid wants to be in real estate. The kid's 13 years old. And his father and me are standing in the parking lot talking about what they can do and where they should go and this and that. You know, because a father and son, let me tell you, if you got a son that's willing to be in the business, that's typically the best partner you're going to find, okay? It's the father the son has to worry about. Like, what's his name? The guy who ripped everybody off, ran off with my money, Bernie Madoff. He made off with everybody's money, you know?
Yeah.
He killed, one of his sons committed suicide. The kid was so friggin' broken up by his father, what he did, you know? And then the other son, his life is ruined. I mean, they got screwed by their father, so you got to be careful with your father. I think Ben's in good shape. You are too. But
Switch over
anyway,
here
get
real
back
quick.
to it. Father and son, and we're going to get him on the
We're good.
phone. I told him I'd call him, and that's it. What else you got?
There you go.
13. How old are you?
Turning 13.
You're not even 13 years old
And
yet.
he's taller than me.
I'm
12
taller.
years
6
old.
foot.
He's
12
taller
years.
than me.
And don't
he wears
comb
a
his
bigger
hair.
shoe than me. You don't need
Did
to
you
call
comb
that.
your
That's the
hair today?
Jew-fro, man. Leave him
Did you
alone.
comb your hair
It's
today?
a Jew fro.
That's the Jew
I'm a Jew
fro.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Jew
Jew
fro.
Mexican.
Come on.
Yeah. Too crazy. Okay, so we got the guy on the phone.
I can't go Jew fro like that. Mine just lays down.
Yeah.
Too
I
white.
gotta cut my hair
You
almost
can't go
every-
Jew at all
Hello?
because you're a pig.
Oh,
And you're not kosher. Hey, is this Sam and Son? Sam and Son.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, are you both on the line? You on the speakerphone or
Yes.
what? Or what's your son's name again?
Anthony.
Anthony. Okay, Sam. And I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm not doing that. Just to show how. What's your real name? I know Sam's your cool American name, but what was the name you grew up with?
Wagi.
Okay, now you know why we call him Sam. All right, Sam. Sam, I am. So Sam and Anthony. Hey, and Anthony, my son's here, who will be 13 next month, if he makes it.
Yep.
So I really, you guys are. What do you guys are gonna start looking for real estate, right? You're gonna start looking. These guys live in my neighborhood, by the way. These are the people I told everybody about.
Hey, I was already on HUD.com, and I saw a few multi-family endeavors that I wanted maybe, maybe we can talk about that, and of course using your expertise and experience, I think it will be very, very helpful.
Listen, that's great. Go out, find some properties, whether it's through HUD.gov or anything you can find, anything that's listed for sale. Go to find a local broker. I can even recommend you one later. And seriously, get out there with your son and find these deals. And then when you find the deal, get all the information about it on it, where it's at. Make sure you drive it first. You and your son go there. And if you're not sure about the neighborhood, drive it at night because the freaks come out at night.
You want to know a little secret I found out too? Go to the corner stores. Talk to
Hopefully
the corner
there ain't
store.
none.
If there's a corner store or a
Just
gas
drive by it,
station,
look at it.
If you're kind of weary, you think it might be a good area, but you're not really, maybe
All right,
go to the corner
Anthony.
store. It's one
Anthony,
of my
are you
tricks. It's what
there?
I've been
Anthony,
doing.
come in, Anthony. Anthony,
Yes,
how
sir.
are you? Meet Aaron. Aaron, meet Anthony.
What's up?
I'm 13.
Hi, Aaron.
I'm
Hi,
turning
Aaron.
Hi.
Hey, what
Yeah.
school do you go to?
I got a Clearwater Fundamental.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I have a lot of friends that go there.
That's not the school for special kids because this kid
No.
seems smart. Is it the school for smart kids?
It's just school.
School. It's a public school. It's a regular
regular
school.
Regular
Oh,
school. I
yeah.
have some
You know
friends
who
that go
graduated
there.
from there? Mike's Bush's son, who works for us at our hotel. We're training him to be a GM.
Garrett?
Garrett went there, and Garrett turned out really great. So it must be a good school. So, hey, yeah, Aaron goes to St. Paul's, and you live right near us. We'll have to get you guys together. Find a deal, right, that you guys want to buy.
Okay.
Find the deals or several of them that you think you like, and then me, you, Aaron, and Anthony will get together, and we'll sit down and we'll go over it together, okay? Grab some lunch or something, all right?
Would love to.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys calling, letting us call you, and I hope you have a great day. I'll be in touch, okay? Call me when you get a deal. All right.
Yes,
Take care, Anthony.
absolutely.
Take care.
All right. You got anybody? Anybody? Everybody. Aaron, you watching the big game?
Yeah, of course I am. Of course I am. Every
Who's
year.
going to win?
There you go. Prediction
Hello?
right now. Who's winning the game?
Got the caller.
You gotta call her.
Hey, sorry. How are
We'll come
you?
back
It's
to that.
Ben. How
We'll
can we
We'll
help
come
you?
back to that. We'll come back.
Ben, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Here's what I got is I got about $2 million worth of real estate that's paid for, and I paid cash for everything. Now, just to give you a history, I only graduated 7th grade. I can't read and write that well. I made all my money just flipping cars. I've done that for about 30 years. Car business isn't doing that well. I started buying single-family houses, duplexes, and I just bought my first 8-family apartment. But the thing is, I can't get a bank to take me serious, so I can't get a loan for anything. I have to save and then pay cash for it, so I can't advance.
Okay, I don't understand why a bank's not taking it seriously. Let's get back to it. You got $2 million worth of equity sitting in real estate. You
All
should-
paid for, yes.
should've
And
started
I put it
eating
into
up-
a holding company. Where I started a holding company, so it wasn't just me.
All right, so how about this? When you went to the bank, right? You told them your whole life. Did you sit down and give me your life story? Do you file tax returns?
Absolutely.
All right. So you walk into a bank. Did you ever give them your tax returns? And then it makes no sense what you're saying that they don't want to loan you money because they'll loan you money.
Let me give you just a quick. In my area, do you know where Rockford, Illinois is? It's outside of Chicago.
Oh, that's
You,
the kicker.
you know where I know you know where the Pirello dealership is, where they sell the Bentleys and the Lambos and the Rollies.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm outside
Gold
of there
Coast.
in
Gold
the bad
Coast?
area.
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast is affiliated with Pirello.
All right.
I bought my Bentleys and my Lambos there, just like you. I know you bought stuff there.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: the banks aren't loaning on real estate because of the economy on the real estate. I don't understand what's the problem. Banks
They're
loan money
afraid.
on real estate.
They're afraid that it's going to be. They don't mind doing families that have like, okay, you want one house, but when they
Are
see
you
a guy
dealing
that's
with a
got,
commercial?
I got
how much?
32 houses.
You need a commercial lender. That's why, because you need to package them all together and go to the commercial bank, a bank that only loans to like apartment buildings, commercial lending. Well, who are you banking with?
Right now, it's Midwest, Northwest.
Okay, I'm not familiar with them. Go to Wells Fargo. Go to B of A. They got money to burn, baby. They want to loan it to everybody. Go to Citibank. Find a commercial lender in the $2 million range. You walk into the bank, say, listen, give me the card, give me the name of somebody that loans, over $1 million to $2 million in commercial real estate loans. That person's the person you need to talk to. You need to go,
because when I started, everything was just me, right? Started as just me, and with the car dealership, I told you I started with cars. Took that money, used it to work in the real estate. So at some point I said, it's getting big. I got to be careful here. I got liability. So with the houses, we started a holding corporation. I don't know if that's the best way. I know you want.
Who's the owner? Are you the
property.
owner? Are you the owner?
I'm the president. Yeah.
You got partners?
No, I'm the only member.
Well, then you got no problem. You show them the
What's
paperwork.
your credit? What's wrong with your credit?
Your credit's good, right?
My credit has, as far as my credit, it's a 720.
That's good enough, please. That's fine. I'm telling you, go find a commercial broker that only loans $1 million or more, or $2 million on commercial property, and go to
Where
a
would
national
you recommend
bank.
in the Chicago area to do that?
Go national. You don't want to deal with banks that know so much about that area. You want to go with banks that you're just a fucking number two. Okay, you want to go to Wells Fargo, Citibank, all the big boys. The big boys got big money and they can take on big risk. They're the ones you're going to get the money from. Okay? Good luck to you. What?
No, Wells Fargo and Citibank. Well, just as an example
big bank that's national.
What's available.
Go to Valley Bank. See if they'll do it.
Valley Bank, Wells Fargo, and Citibank.
Yeah, and try Bank of America. They're really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Good luck
guys.
to
Thank you very much. Ben, keep doing what you're doing. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Good luck to
everything.
You. All right. You got somebody else? Or are we off for today? Super Bowl, big game Sunday.
It doesn't matter. You violated it so many times. It doesn't matter.
Last night we went
Say
to
whatever you want.
Last night we went to the Monster Truck Jam show.
Well, that was cool.
Hey, how are you? It's Ben. How can we help you?
Hey, Dan, this is Lionel. I'm calling because I have a question about the upcoming recession rumors. A friend of mine has a mortgage broker's license, and I have my real estate license, but I haven't used it in practice yet. I was wondering, what side of a deal should I be on as a real estate agent during a recession? Should I be representing the buyer or the seller? Is it going to be a seller's market or a buyer's market?
You know, nobody can predict the future because interest rates are so low. Real estate's going strong. Numbers makes no sense. People got too much money. They're buying shit with no returns right now. I mean, sometimes it happens. You just got to wait it out, you know. But when that sucker starts playing out and going down, because people always get greedy and they borrow too much money and they get themselves in a hole. Who knows when that hole's going to start sinking in? You know, it's a sinkhole. You got to wait
but
for
see,
it.
you know, the thing about sellers is they always want top dollar.
Listen. The point is this. If you want a real estate license, yeah, exactly. You want to do anything and every friggin' thing you can do to make money. Whether it's buying people, selling, buying your own shit, managing people's shit, finding your mortgage broker, or people that want to borrow the money, setting your people up that are buying to go to him to get the loan. Anything you can get your friggin' fingers in, you get your fingers in to make money. All right? That's what you got to do.
Okay, so just jump in with
Jump
both
in
feet.
any way you can.
Both
Anything.
sides.
You want to be
You
a
want to represent
friggin'
sellers
everybody.
and buyers. Matter of fact, you want to get
Don't
the
be
seller.
prejudiced. Represent everybody.
And you want to represent the seller and then bring your own buyer. So you really get the commission.
Whatever. Take anything you can get. All right. What else we got? Happy Sunday. What else you got? What else you got? He's pretty good at getting people on the phone. I will say that. You know, and when he first came to this country, he didn't even listen to this. When he first came to the country, he said, "Back home, we still got the kind you put your finger in and dial." They didn't even have digital phones there.
He knew how to speed dial it too.
And
He would,
you know what he does? He's so amazed about the digital phones. He figured out how to fix them. He learned so much about them because it blew his mind to have one. He opened up a company that fixed them, and then he sold the company.
I was flipping phones.
But he didn't make much
He was
money.
flipping phones.
He was flipping all right.
That's right. He would buy
But
old
I think some
shitty
girl
phones.
came along and took all his
and
money.
then he'd fix it up and
See,
sell
that's
it.
the problem. The foreign guys come here, and a girl in this country your wrong girl will take you for a ride.
Been there, done that.
I know. That's why you're
I think we've
here
all been
as the
there.
guy for us trying to survive by me talking to people. So, you know, be careful. Some women will take you to the cleaners and clean you out, baby, which is okay, you know. It's experience. It's a good experience in life. Just don't try to let them clean you out too much.
Make sure you always got a reserve account.
I'm on the life plan. I'm going to be cleaned out for the rest of my life, and I'll be happy. Fuck it.
Got a caller.
All right, how are you? It's Ben. How can we help you?
Hey, Ben, how are you?
Pretty good.
Your show.
Great. How can we help you today?
So, I mean, a slight pickle here, but it's a good pickle, I think.
Sour pickle? I
Say
love
pickle
sour
or
pickles.
flickle?
Pickles
Pickle.
are great.
I just sold
Got a pickle.
a few of my smaller units, and I was rolling into something bigger. And I'm actually about to close on a 76-unit building out in Missouri.
That's big time. All right, you get
Yeah,
ready to close
so
on a 76-unit building. What are you gonna? So when you closing? We just closed
in
on
2 weeks.
240 units the other day. We beat you, but you'll get there. You keep trying. All right, so I got the pickle. Ready? That's a good
Nothing.
pickle.
He's gonna eat right through your pickle. Don't worry about it.
Your
Wait,
pickle. You're not in a pickle anymore because I'm going to eat that pickle.
We'll tell you. He'll tell you what to do. Let's go.
So what's the problem? You're closing on a 76-unit building. Tell us more. Why eat your pickle?
Yeah, so 76 units for $3
I
million.
like that, you dirty boy.
750,000 down roughly. And I got a bit of a seller credit in the deal to take care of some of the minor cosmetic stuff. It's 100% occupied, 40,000 gross cash flow. The net's about 25. After debt service, I'll pocket about 120,000 a year, about 10,000 a month.
So what's the problem?
Well, I found another deal. It's about
I don't understand.
another 2 hours
What's
away
the
from
problem? You get ready to buy a 76-unit apartment building. You're going to make you 10 grand a month clear. So that's great. You're brilliant. What else? What's the problem?
So the second deal I found, it's 97 units in total. On that one, about 80 are operational right now. The other 16 are part of like a medical facility, and needs about 200,000 to bring that up to market, or to bring them back online and marketable. And it's in a great area right by the military base, out in Missouri. The question is that I don't have enough money to do both deals alone. Would you recommend I stick 100% to the cash flow property deal I have right now, or go 50-50 and go for the cash flow and the value add at the same time? Because that deal, it's about $2.4 million for 97 doors, and I have to put in about 200,000, and that's probably going to be market value at $35-40 a door is going to put it almost close to $4 million once I do get it up and running.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
Okay, here we go. Listen, you're a smart guy. Everything you were telling me were the exact details of a deal that I need to know. Okay? You know what you're doing. The deal that makes you the most money, okay, in equity, okay? Cash flow too, but if you get cash flow and equity, that's a home run. The deal the day you buy it, if it's the deal that's going to be worth more the day you buy it, and you know it's worth more, that's the deal to buy. Okay? The one that's going to give you the most profit, future profit. And if you get that profit the day you buy it, then you already home free. And if you got a plan, you execute the plan, and then you're home free. It's simple. You got to buy the deal that's going to make you the most money. You know why? Because once you make that money, you can go back and buy the other deal later, or another one. Go for the money. Go for wherever the big payoff is. You want the big payoff.
The cash flow's okay monthly, but
You can refinance another property, pull that money out, and go buy something else. You need equity. Equity equals money. Okay? You want as much equity as you can get. Buy the deal with the most equity, because then you borrow the equity, and then you go out and buy more shit. That's what I did. All right? But you know what you're doing. When you're buying big-time shit, you're a smart guy. Keep doing it. All right, good luck.
Thank you very much, Ben.
Take care.
You know, that's something you've always said, and I just want to reiterate it to the listeners. You know, it's one thing if you're making $10,000 a month off of a property, it's going to take you 10 years to make $100,000. So if you can sell that property today and make $100,000, why wait? Why wait the 10 years?
Well, because then you
got to
take the 100
and
plus your
reinvest
investment
it
and put it in something else.
Right.
You know,
but if you
can't
already
just
have a
sit there.
proven record of doing this, you're making 10 grand a year. So do it now. Make 20 grand a year because you're gonna take that 100 grand profit and buy something else that maybe make you 20 grand a year.
I mean,
that's
if
how
you're
it
trying
is.
to build up. Once you make it, then it's a different story. Then you buy that shit, and then you say, okay, well, you know, it's making me 10 grand a month, and then I'm ready to retire. That's the end game. Okay, the start game is buying stuff you can make money that's going to enable you to buy more stuff so you can grow. That's why we got the 1031 exchange. That's why you got all these tools to help you. You know, growth. What else you got for follow? Oh, and by the way, 10 minutes, that's like ripping people off. If you're going to charge them $100, I'll give you at least 15 to 20. 10 minutes is, I don't know, 15 minutes. How about that, at least? You know, I don't like taking advantage of people, even if it is a poor Polish family in Poland.
And I said a year.
With a hand dial phone still. Can you imagine? He didn't even know what a hand dial phone was. He had to make a phone call. Aaron had to make a phone call at an old hotel we stayed in. And it was such an old, authentic hotel. You know, this was in Italy.
In Italy,
the
okay.
phone still had the
I'm like,
dial.
wait, where's this phone at?
And Aaron was trying to figure out, he says, Dad, how do you use this phone?
For real? You didn't know?
I know how to use
I
it.
said, go call your mother. Go
Hold
call
on,
your mother. He couldn't figure out how to use
Call her
the
on the
phone.
line.
Hey, how are you? How can we help you?
Hey Ben, what's going on? Hey Ben Jr. Thanks for selecting my call. We've spoken before. You guys helped me with an apartment deal I was closing, and I've closed the deal. And I have a question about.
I wish we had a bell here. Every time somebody closes a deal, I
Push
want
one
a
of those
big
buttons.
fucking bell
Push
that
one
we
of
can
those buttons,
ring.
Rafael. Let's
We'll
see
call
what's
it the
on there.
closing
Just
bell,
push it.
like the stock channel. We'll have the real closing bell. Hey, sorry about that. We get out of hand a little over here. We're cooped up in a room, 4 of us with a fucking lion. All right, give me a break. All right, what do you got? So you closed the deal. Congratulations.
Thanks. You gave me some advice on it, and I followed through, closed the deal. It was a 1031, 12-unit building in Los Angeles, just shy of $4 million. Anyways, I have a question now about a 1031 going into a down market. We all know, to buy a building, add value, it increases in price, and then you 1031 it into a bigger building. But my question is, and I haven't heard you really speak on it, is what do you do and how do you 1031 something into a down market when the building that you're holding is becoming less and less valuable?
All right, let me ask you
How
a
do you
question.
pivot?
Did you already replace? Where are you at in your deal right now? You bought a deal, you sold a deal.
No,
what happened?
It's done. Yeah, it's done.
What do you mean done? You sold it or you bought it?
I owned a 10 unit. I sold it, and then I 1031 it into a larger building.
All right, so you
and
did
the
your 1031 and it's
We're
closed,
done.
and you're clean and everything. God bless you. You just saved yourself. Fuck, on $4 million, you saved yourself $800,000. Or if that was the equity or the profit, you just saved a lot of goddamn money. I can tell you that, didn't you?
Taxes, yeah.
How much did you save?
Yeah.
How much was
Yeah.
the 20% would have been if you didn't 1031? How much was your profit? How much was your gain?
Let's see. So I bought it for 1.3, sold it for 2.1. So the gain was
Made about $1 million
like
bucks.
8. Yeah,
You made
about $1 million bucks, and then
You know what? You just saved 200,000 of that million. Holy shit, that's fantastic. All right, so now what are you going to do? So now what are you doing? You got your 12 unit. You spent all your 1031 money. You're sitting in a 12 unit building. Hopefully you're cash flowing good. Now what do you want to do?
So, I mean, I don't, we just closed in November, so there's really nothing to do. I just want to know because
you got to raise some money until you can refinance that one in about a year. Oh, no, not even a year. You bought it in November? You got December, January, February, March, April, May, wait, November is how many months from now? What month are we in? We're in February?
February.
March. So you
Yeah.
got the month of February still.
Yeah,
March, April,
just
May,
started
June,
February.
July, August, September, October. No, you got 10 months. I had to do all that to figure that out. That's pretty bad. That's why you should go to school, Aaron. I never went past fucking. I never went to high school.
Well,
all right. So listen.
actually,
what are you going to do?
I can't really. I mean, my question isn't really about that deal because it's already done. But I really can't do anything with that deal anyways because
listen.
I got an interest only loan on it because of you. Actually, and I've never done interest
Yeah,
only.
but what's the prepaid? Did they tie you up? How much?
Right.
How long did they tie you up for?
How are you remembering all these details? Do you remember the call?
No,
it's not
the
bad. It's the
situation
same
you're
situation.
in, I deal with every day.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
I know how the system
Okay.
works. How much did they
All
tie
right.
you up for in a prepaid before you can what's your prepayment terms?
Okay, so it's I want to say it's 3.7%, 5-year fixed, but it's got interest only for 3 years, and I think it's a 4.433 or 3.3221. It's a 3.3221.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Well, depending on the market, just wait it out to 3 years unless the prepayment is worth you refinancing if real estate
Right,
goes up
right,
that
right.
much. But if
Right,
you're
right.
in LA,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
but,
happen.
you
You're
know,
already
my-
at the top. All right, so fine. What are you going to do next? You already got that property. You got good financing. You parked it. It's good. What are you going to do now?
Well, so that's why I'm calling, and this is just all theoretical, and I think it's going to happen somewhere in the near future. You know, you keep saying it. We all kind of think it's coming.
Are you saving
Real estate
money?
is at. Yeah. I'm saving money, but I'm just saying, in theory, let's say it's going to happen. We're at a top. So let's say in 3 years' time, okay, a recession hits. Now all properties values go down. Every single building's property values, roughly speaking, is going to go down. Now, how did you negotiate? Because you must have been through at least 2 or 3 real estate downturns. How did you? I mean, what do you do when you've got an interest-only loan on a building that you bought at, say, $4 million, and in 3 years' time a recession hit, and now it's worth $3.5 million or whatever?
Doesn't
How do you
matter.
sell that?
Don't.
1031 and
You can't sell in a down market. Right now, you're set like a fat rat for 5 years. Okay, you got interest only for how long?
it's a 5-year fix, but it's 3 years of interest
All right.
only.
So for 3 years, you should be cash flowing no matter what. The rents aren't going to go down. I'm sure the rents aren't going to go down the property you bought in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
So who cares if the property value goes up and down? You're set for the next 5 years. You got 3 years interest only. You got a 5-year fix. In that 4th year or the 3rd year, because you got 3, 2, 1. In the 3rd year, you need to start looking at what the market's at. Is it worth refinancing? When your prepayment penalty's up, just relax for the next 3 years and save as much money as you can from that building since you took interest only. Take the principal instead of buying down that mortgage that you normally would be doing and put it in a bank and put it away to buy the next deal. Stack as much money as you can right now off the cash flow of that property and buy your next deal. You need the next deal. Who cares what the market is, up, down? You somehow just scored somehow on a deal. Just keep stacking your money and getting as much money as you can and do your next deal. If you can't do 12 units, go out and do 4 units. Whatever is out there that you can make money on.
So you said, I mean, and one time you said in your life you had some sort of real estate downturn. You had to sell a bunch of units off to liquidate cash so you could buy better value. And it sounded like that was in a real estate downturn. So how do you, I mean, what do you do there if the building you buy is worth a little bit less?
Even when I sold in a down market, I made money because I bought them so good. You know, I was lucky. When the market crashed, I was already in a deal to sell my stuff before it crashed, and the guy couldn't get out of it. Thank God. It went through. He made money because he held my property and waited it out. Listen, all you got to do is go out and find the next deal you can make money on. That's all that matters in life. You know?
Okay, so then in a down market, you don't sell. You just have to essentially start all over. If all the cash is locked into one building, you just got to start from scratch again.
You got to wait it out. You're gonna have, if you ain't got no more cash, you got to wait out that prepayment penalty unless you figure that it's worth paying off with the prepayment penalty to get the hands on that money because you know you can put that money to use. You know, just get your hands on as much money as you can and buy the next deal. All right.
And what is your prediction on what's going to happen in 3 years? What do you believe is going to happen?
You know, the worst that can happen is maybe the worst is a 20% correction. If something is worth $1 million today, it's going to be worth 800 and it's going to go back to normality where you have some sort of reasonable profit. Right now, there's not a lot of profit out there. Okay, so that's why we're buying retail because retail kind of stays the same. Or we can buy it at a discount, and it's like a good place to park our money until the hot deals start coming up. Then we'll sell the retail.
Leases, and their long-term leases.
So you know, we're in a park zone right now. Our car is in park, baby, but we're still looking. Always keep looking. All right, you have a great day. Keep doing it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Rafa, you still got callers, or am I free? What time is it?
1:44.
1:44.
I lost my phone.
Rafa's got it.
Oh, you want it? You need it? No. All right, what do you got?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how are you today? How can we help you?
First of all, thank you so much. I loved watching your videos.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm currently working on a property with my brother. We got 100 units over there, 100 plus, and we have like 30 vacancies now that like need to be filled up ASAP. What would be a good like shortcut to take?
Oh my God. You have 100 units. You got 30 units empty. That's your problem, right? That's your major problem right now, right?
Yeah.
That will solve all your problems, right?
Pretty much. He needs to fill those vacancies.
I don't know. Who the hell's running it? Who's managing it?
We're managing in-house now.
You don't know. You must. No offense, but you must. Somebody there. I don't know. Where are you at? Is it that bad where you're at? You can't fill up 30 damn apartments, find 30 heads.
It's in Jackson, Mississippi.
I don't know about Jackson, Mississippi.
I don't even know where
I was
Jackson,
hoping he said
Mississippi is.
Jacksonville, but he said Jackson, Mississippi. What's the
Nah, I
market?
wish.
Listen, who the hell's responsible for filling those guys? Are these units ready to rent?
These units are ready to rent. They were
So
just
who the hell's
recently,
responsibility is
filled
it to
and-
rent them? Who's in charge of putting it on ForRent.com, putting it on Craigslist every day?
Apartments.com.
How much is the rent?
The rents are running between $600-700.
What about Section 8? Did you go to the Housing Authority?
We haven't had done yet, but we do.
Listen, you're losing $20,000 a month. Okay, you gotta
Yeah,
stop fooling
yeah.
around. I don't mean to be rude, but if I had a 100-unit building and there was 30 empties, I'd personally be there myself with a freaking sign on the street saying apartments for rent to get that shit rented. Listen, you gotta somebody. If you can't, you ain't got the time to do it. Your brother ain't got the time to do it. You gotta hire somebody, because if you hired somebody, let's say you hired somebody even for a few grand a month, they're gonna get you $20,000 a
I'm
month.
trying to figure out who should I hire. Do I
All right,
hire
are there any
social media
local
marketing guy?
Are there any, number one, a 100-unit building needs a manager. Do you have a manager?
Yeah, of course we do.
Then the manager ain't good enough.
Yeah, the manager should be doing
A
their
manager-
job. Their
The
job.
manager ain't good enough. One of them got fired. And
One of them?
there's another
Listen. One manager, a good, strong manager that you're going to pay $40,000 a year, okay, will do the job. You need to go find a manager with the qualifications that will get in there, and before you hire him, say, okay, here's our building, here's the situation, what's your plan? And okay, the first thing I'm going to do is this, the first thing I'm going to do is that. You know, they're going to tell you what they're going to do. That's the person you hire. Or what's that association you always talk about, Ben? Wait.
The apartment
Think I find-
association.
Did you go to the
Think I find
apartment
with all these
association?
managers
They'll
is
give
like-
you a manager.
The
They have
apartment
resumes
association will give
waiting
you a
for
manager
you.
waiting, looking for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, stop fooling around. You're losing $250,000 a year here. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to sleep
definitely.
at night.
This is the speech I got my whole childhood growing up as I managed apartments. So keep going on
Listen,
because you got to fill
Have
the
you ever?
vacancies.
Is there an apartment managers association or owners association in Jackson? Where you at? Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Is there an apartment association you can join with other apartment building owners?
I can look for one.
All right, you got to find out. You got to get in that circle of other managers, other owners. Put an ad on. What's that new website you look
Well,
for
you got
people?
Indeed, there's Monster, there's a bunch of websites out there to find people to manage your properties. But like I said, if you go to the apartment association, typically they have resumes
list.
waiting for you because this is where people have been trained at this place. They're trained and then they bring their resumes to them. So that there's
The real ones.
yeah, I mean, you have to find a manager.
All right, listen.
100 units takes one manager
And
and
one
one
maintenance.
maintenance guy. That's all you need. Every 100 units is one manager, one maintenance guy. And that's all you need. You need to find a strong manager who can get out there and lease those apartments. You need to find somebody whose specialty is lease up.
A manager knows it all. How to collect the rents, how to keep the units fixed, and how to lease up a 100-unit building. One person, that's a job for one person. A trained person. And if it costs you a few bucks extra to get that person, it's worth it. You know why? Because
So
they're
it's
going to keep the
worth it,
fucking
okay.
money coming in.
His or her annual salary is going to be equal
Two-
to only
2
2
months,
months.
you're losing $30,000 a month.
So if
20
you've
grand a
been
month.
vacant for more than 2 months,
And wait a minute, he's
you
losing
could have
more than
already
that.
gotten.
He's losing more than that. Forget about it. He's paying taxes, insurance.
Right.
Anyway, let's go. All right, good luck to
Yeah,
you.
hold on.
Find a real manager today. Get online, find
All
it,
right.
go wherever you got to go. Find a manager that can rent that shit up. I hope you ain't got
All
a
right,
loan
no
on it.
problem.
Don't let the bank find out. All right, go.
No. All right, no
Take
problem.
care.
Thanks
Good
so
luck.
much, Ben.
Hey, how much you want for that building?
I'll give you 25
How
a
much?
door
I
right now.
didn't hear that.
How much you want?
Yeah,
How much you want? 100 units? I'll give you $2 million right now. Write you a check. How much?
No. We're
Two
not
and a half
selling
million.
yet.
Come on, $2.5
We're
million.
still-
How much you want?
We still have a lot of value to add.
All right,
got
3
30%
million.
vacant. You're losing.
I'll send you the money tomorrow. $3 million right now. I'll take that goddamn building. Aaron, you're going to school in Jackson, Mississippi. All right, how much you want for that building? Seriously, how much would you take? How much would you
we can
take
go-
to
we-
walk away right now?
We can set up a meeting of the live.
Give
No,
me
but
a
just out of
number.
curiosity, right now on live, shooting from the hip.
If
what
somebody
would you
wrote
take?
you a check,
No.
what would it take to write you a check right now to buy that building and take that problem off your hands? Because right now, you're probably losing money. You're paying all the expenses and taxes, insurance and maintenance, and the place probably needs work. Come on. How much to write you a check right now?
I can't say a number, especially not on live. Shoot
All right,
me an
close
email
back.
and we'll be in touch.
All
Ben.
right, close
Ben, I'm
back.
serious.
I'll get on my
Ben,
I'll send Ben on a plane tonight.
Can I use the jet?
No. Oh, you have to.
I'm actually living in New York City. I'm probably going to be down there this week. So send me an email and we'll set something
All right,
up.
make sure you text us your email or send us your email. I'll get little
I
Ben on a
sent my
plane.
email on the
He'll go
form.
down
I
there. He'll
sent
write
my
you a
email
check.
on the
He'll
form.
fill those units up, and we'll make some money. But you know why? Because that's what we love to do. It's got to be the number one focus in your life. You got to eat it, live it, breathe it. That's what we do. We won't sit around with nothing empty. All right, good luck to you. Send us, write us an email.
Be in touch with me.
All
I
right,
don't have
bye.
your email. You
Aaron,
send me
look
an
up
email.
Jackson, Mississippi.
What's the
Find out where
population
that
of Jackson,
is.
Mississippi?
I have no idea where
And
that
what's the
is.
crime rate? Jackson,
And the
Mississippi.
occupant-
That
and the,
sounds
uh,
country. I don't even understand the language down there. They talk down there in Mississippi. I don't understand what they're saying.
No, nobody
They
come
think I'm
around here.
stupid.
Come to Mississippi. You can come
Well,
right
that's
down here.
Louisiana. That's
oh, yeah,
really
that's
bad.
Louisiana. Yeah.
But what are you going to do? All right, what do we got, Rafal? We still got somebody else because it's getting
Man,
ready
I
to
tell
time
you,
for
when
the
you were
big
talking
game.
to him, I swear I was having flashbacks of you yelling at me as a
Yeah.
manager on my building.
Still yelling at you. You still ain't filled the 200 square feet in the Seminole Plaza. You still ain't filled up John's Pass. You still ain't done a lot of goddamn shit. 30-something years old. You should be working 20 hours a day.
I'm here on the podcast.
Jackson, you got to Google it. You got to
Call
Google
her,
it.
call
Find
her.
information. Hello, how are you? How can we help you?
How you doing, Ben? Thank
Fine.
y'all for calling me.
Thank you. How are you? What can we do for you?
So I have a quick question. I have a small manufactured home that I'm renting out now, my personal residence, and the city that I live in, it's relatively small, and they're trying to do the whole Southern charm, trendy stuff. They're remodeling the whole city. There's an old mill that was there that they turned into an antique mall, and they have the old mill housing. It's a bunch of old shotgun-style houses right on the edge of downtown.
Where?
Monroe, Georgia, near Athens.
Athens, we know. We've
know
been to
Athens.
Athens.
Yeah, we've been to
We go
Athens.
hunting at Athens, but we don't kill nothing.
Hey, I talked to you before about going to Durham Town.
Oh my
Durhamtown.
God!
We
Do
can't
not
wait till
mention
next year.
Durhamtown in front of Aaron. Now you screwed up my whole goddamn fucking birthday for him.
Durhamtown's awesome. I love it there.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
But
get
so I'm
dragged
trying-
Where a
to
kid
fucking
can be a kid.
Durhamtown for his birthday.
We're going.
Are
And
we?
yeah, we're
good?
no friends.
For his birthday?
I'll do it.
No friends.
No, I don't have,
no,
it's
brothers.
fine. Yeah,
brothers.
All right, very good. Next. So what's the problem down there? Everything's old. They're trying to bring back all that old shit. And what else you got?
No friends.
What are you trying to do?
They're
We'll take
they're putting a lot of money into downtown. The problem is it's not Section 8, but it's a bunch of borderline, white toothless crackheads that live in these Mill Village homes. They're starting to fix up a few of them a little bit more. I have a chance to buy two of them for $80,000 right next door to each other, and they're the closest right to downtown on the nice
Who
part.
are you going to be able to rent to?
That's the thing. I know a few people that have bought some that have already been somewhat redone by people that didn't really do a good job, and they're just people from out of town that see this new, charming, renovated downtown, not knowing that they're fully
Listen,
surrounded.
it's all
still by,
about if you buy the place tomorrow, who the heck are you going to have as a renter that you know is going to pay your rent? That's what it's all about, money. It's all about money. Who's going to get in there, not make your life miserable, and be able to collect a decent rent out of? You have
I'd have
people
to
that'll
fix
rent
it up
it.
first.
Go on Craigslist. Go look and see what the rent mag, who's out there, what's for rent, what the rates are. I don't know. See, don't get stuck in a place where you get stuck, and you got a Section 8 to back you up. Don't get stuck in no low-class place where nobody's going to pay the goddamn rent. I've been there. It ain't fun.
Right.
All right?
okay.
Do your homework.
I know
Do your
one of,
homework. Or you can't fix
one
them
of
up and
them
sell them, right?
It's been redone for $950 a month.
Yeah, but are they
and
paying the rent?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are they getting their rent money?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, if you know you can rent it and get the money, and you're fine with the clientele, then do it.
Okay.
It's all about collecting
That's my
money.
big-
No pay, no stay, no way. I just tweeted that.
What did you just say?
No
Okay,
pay,
cool. Well, I think I'll look
no
at it
stay,
before.
no way.
Okay, I like that. I'm putting that on our 3-day notices.
There you go. Get another stamp.
Easy enough, right?
All right. Good luck to you. You got more people?
All right, thank y'all very much.
All right, you take care down in Georgia. I'll see you in Durhamtown. I hate Durhamtown.
I love
What do you
Filthy,
mean?
dirty,
What? No,
disgusting.
no.
I tell you what.
You love it.
You don't have to go.
Dirt bike. I have to go because you guys will kill yourself if I don't go. You're a
will.
big fat
We
ass
will.
on a dirt bike.
will.
Holy shit! You want to see something scary? You watch little Ben ride a friggin' dirt bike on a track. upward hills and mountains. Holy shit!
That's the only exercise I do.
He's got a nickname over there. They call him Earthquake. Aaron, he gets in those little 4-seater crazy
those things
cars.
are awesome. You can do whatever you want.
And you think you're gonna die
You
with
can
a
do
kid
whatever you want.
driving? Oh my God!
Awesome.
You want some
You
adrenaline
can
rush?
push your limits with those.
And the hills on those tracks, and Aaron's got us up in the fucking air, and my head's beating against the roof. I think they took the roof off of it because my head was beating against it. Oh,
You
man.
can-
Even
you
with a
can-
helmet, it hurts.
You can really push
Better
your
call it.
limits in those.
All right, who do you got, Rafal?
Hey,
Hello? Hi, it's Ben. How are you?
Here. How you doing?
Brian, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Hi,
hear me?
how can you help us today? How can we help you
Hey,
today?
so we got a duplex that we currently own. It's on a fairly big lot. It's zoned for up to 9 units. Is it worth either knocking the duplex down or extending on the duplex to maximise the amount of units that you've got on that lot, or is it better just to leave it as it is?
What country are you calling from?
And turn down the background volume, please.
Same one as you, brother. Just down the road. We're down in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers, okay, mate. All right, so you got a duplex, but it could be 9 units, right? How much is the duplex making right now?
How much does it make? $13.50 a month per side.
In your pocket? In your pocket? How much in your pocket?
About 10 grand a year, I guess.
10 grand a year, okay. And how much is it worth to be? So you got an asset that's making you 10 grand a year, okay? So, just out of curiosity, how much is it worth to be sold at duplex today? What's the value of it?
The value is about $350. We paid $270 for it.
Okay, so
We've had it about 2 years, 3
What do you
years.
say, about 300 grand?
He said it was 270 to 350. So you got about.
So you got to understand something right now. If you try to, can you add more units there without knocking down the 2 units?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably could.
Because you don't want to knock down the 2 units, because then your land cost now becomes $350,000. You don't want to be, you know, if you can just keep the land, keep the units, add on, it saves you a lot more money day one because you got no land costs involved now. You still got your $270,000 duplex there. But you need to see about trying to put another, separate building on it if they'll let you, or add on to the ones you got. Whatever, that's the best route. But you better be careful because construction ain't cheap down in Fort Myers.
No, that's right. That's another question I was going to ask you.
You need a guy. Don't overbuild. Don't build. You need a guy that's going to build. You know what you might think about doing? I'm just saying, it may not be right. Manufactured housing, modular construction, or they don't even look like they're modular. And I've had them last 40 plus years and still going strong. You might want to look into if they let you do a modular, talk to the city, or manufactured. Because if you stick build or concrete build, you're going to probably spend $100 a square foot for cheap grade.
Do you have a name for a company that does something like that?
You got to go online. There was a company right here on I-4 down this way in Plant City. You want to go online and look up manufactured housing. But first, the first thing you need to do is find out with the city. Okay? You got to see if the city will permit you to do any other kind of construction like modular or manufactured. That's the first step because you don't want to waste your time looking into something you can't do. Okay? All right. Good luck to you.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
No problem, mate. Okay, here we are. My back. I lost you for a second. It's a game day. I got money on the San Francisco 49ers. You know why?
There you go.
Because the owner lives here, the Bartolo.
DeBartolo owns that.
Big time, baby.
Oh, wow.
Because of them.
So he's in Miami right
we
now.
lost one of the biggest deals of our life when we really needed it because of him.
Which deal?
See, I have money in Tampa. He tore down a complex.
Yeah, I know which one
and
you're
he got
talking
out of
about.
foreclosure.
That's the one where you were on the news when you had the Rolls Royce with the for rent sign on it.
Yeah.
The guy that the caller just called in. Listen, this is what my father did when we were in the downturn. He drove around with for rent signs. Matter of fact, he made everybody in our company drive around with for rent signs on our cars. If you didn't have a for rent sign on it, you were in trouble.
I bought magnets, put them on everybody's car. Everybody in the company's going to advertise for us. And it worked.
And it did.
Even the goddamn news people picked
That's
it
right.
up. Hey, I'm calling Rolls Royce. I saw a sign on a Rolls Royce for apartment for rent.
How much is the rent?
How much is the rent?
$650.
All right, come on down.
I'll get it.
Call it anyway.
All right, what do we got? Hello, how are you? How can we help you?
No, this is James. I was just wanting to call and tell you thanks for all the inspiration that you gave me.
Well, I'm happy to do it, and I'm glad we can help you. What are you doing? Are you up to anything?
I bought one home, and then I bought that with cash, and then turned around and bought a duplex, and I own my home fair and square.
Well,
Congratulations.
At least, you got something, you're happy, but, if you feel like keep doing it, then keep doing it. If it works for you, it should work for everybody, because it's not really, you got to own shit in life. You got to have something. You spent the whole life here on this earth, own something and have something. And then when you're dead, it'll still be there.
Oh, yeah, that's
your wife will be collecting the money, but hey.
My boy.
Yeah, your son's going to inherit stuff. I mean, everybody in this country needs to own something. Your house, or try to make an investment property. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Everybody, at every level. Okay, good luck to you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. You got more or what?
There's nothing
One
to
more.
it but to do it.
That's right.
As they say.
Who says?
Everybody says
Everybody?
that.
I never heard anybody say it. Nothing to it, just do it.
You've heard that
I heard
before.
Nike say, just do it.
Yeah, but there's nothing to it to just do it.
There is stuff to it.
Yeah, there's work involved, but you got to have the mental mindset
If
of
you
wanting
want
to accomplish.
You can get it, but you got to want it.
I always say there's plenty of money out there.
I can't believe all these people call up. They got millions.
Yeah,
Oh, I got
I
$4
know.
million in this
Plenty
deal.
of money out there.
I got
We
$2
got a
million
caller.
here sitting
Nope,
around.
we got a caller.
I didn't know we had that many wealthy people around. That's great. All right, hi. How are
Hey,
you?
guys,
It's Ben.
how's
How
it
can we
going?
help you? How can we help you today?
Ben, I wanted to ask you what reports you look at when you're looking up like average rents in the area, things like that.
Get a report, man.
I knew you were going to point at me. So
He
I
has
was
to do special surveys of shit.
I was just, well,
Ben,
first
Ben
of all.
Jr., the smart one.
Yeah, the
No.
smart one.
That's what they say. I picked it all up from my dad.
He's a millennial. You're a millennial?
I think so.
You're a
84?
millennial something.
84. So
don't
yeah.
know. All right, help him out.
Anyway, so there's the web. The first thing you want to do is go on apartments.com, forrent.com. You want to look at all. They actually have it where you can type in an address and do like a radius search of 5 miles, 3 miles, and then you're gonna look at and see where all the rents are. And that's your free advertising. I mean, that's your free source because people are advertising on there. So that's how you're going to get your rent comps. There's
Right.
also programs out there and big companies out there, and your real estate broker should have all of this stuff for you because they sign up for a program called CoStar, which CoStar is constantly tracking every real estate deal in the nation. They're tracking retail leases. They're tracking everything. How many, just Dad, out of curiosity, how many times a week or after you sell a deal does CoStar call you? They call you a bunch
lot.
of times.
But you know what I do? Wherever I got a property for rent, I drive around the block. I call all the numbers that have rent signs on them, find out what their rent is, and charge 10% more.
I also think that when they call Ben, it's likely that they'll get misleading information, right? Because they're like, this guy's a bullshit artist, you know?
No, everything we.
I don't bullshit.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a joke.
Bullshit
It's a
makes
joke.
shit. Anyway,
When it
go
comes to
around
rents and money, we
see
gotta
what everybody
play
else
it
is
straight.
charging for rent where you're trying to rent, and that'll tell you
Right.
the market. Go online, forrent.com, all those for rent things, and see what your neighbors are charging, and you charge 10% more. Okay?
And then the brokers have access to CoStar. That's
Yeah,
great
brokers
info.
have
Thanks
access
for
to
that.
CoStar.
you
can
can
get all that
join, too.
information. You can join. It's
Go to
$3,500 a month.
forrent.com like you're a tenant looking for an apartment. You have
Exactly.
to be your client. Okay? If I want to know what my client's going to rent, I'm going to be the client and see what's out there and know the market. Look at your neighbors. Look at your competition. What are they charging? Try to get a little more.
Go do a tour. I mean, there's been
Yeah,
many
he's
times.
sneaking in. It's called shopping a property.
Yeah, you shop
you
the
walk in a
property.
place next door to you, it's got a rent sign up, and you go in there, hey, I'm looking for a place.
Just don't pull up in your Rolls Royce like my dad does in a tax credit property, and I got to get out the car and say I'm looking for an apartment.
Well, you know,
that
white trash,
never works,
baby.
really. It never works. They always catch us.
All right, have a great day.
Great details. Thanks for this, guys. Happy Sunday.
game
Go
day.
enjoy the Super Bowl, guys.
You too, thanks.
too.
I'm going to enjoy it by taking a nap.
A siesta.
Do you even know who's playing?
49ers
I don't know. I tell
against
you
a
what.
team that hasn't won one in 50
Chiefs.
years.
I don't know where the
Chiefs.
Chiefs are from.
I bet on the
Kansas
Chiefs.
City.
Kansas City
Kansas
Chiefs.
City Chiefs.
Bet on the Chiefs.
So who's
Don't
going to
tell you,
win
don't
then? Oh
blame
yeah,
me.
that's what we're
No.
supposed to say. Who's going to win?
I would, because I got money
Aaron-
to burn.
Aaron's the one.
If I had money to burn,
I know it's gonna be a good game.
if you got money to burn,
Who you betting on?
burn it on the Chiefs because they ain't won one in 50 years.
And
The
they-
odds should be better. If you want to play your money safe, probably the 49ers.
I don't know.
And how do you know? You've never watched a football
Yeah,
game in the last millennium.
You know why?
Because yesterday I
Because
told
I
him the
watched
Chiefs
you
hasn't
play
won in 50
football.
years.
After watching you play football, I hate that game.
I played flag football.
You do
I
it.
never
Everybody's over there trying to fucking catch a ball. You're waiting on the other side by yourself. I said, what are you waiting here for? You know, they're coming back, you know. Why waste all the energy running up and down the field? Basketball, he did the same shit. He's only a half-court player. Vincent used to pull the same shit. You guys are the laziest sports players I've ever seen, but they got some exercise.
I don't
But
think we were groomed to become sports players. I don't think you were grooming us to become sports players.
And when I was a kid, we played stickball with the broomstick.
I thought you played handball.
That too. We know what hand you play with. All right. Oh, Aaron's here. I forgot. All right. What do you got, Rafael? Another caller, and I got to go home and not let my wife.
Holy shit.
Holy goddamn shit. What the hell's going
There's
on here?
children present.
Where? You?
God damn it.
What part of Oklahoma are you calling from?
I'm calling downtown from downtown Chicago. You know how it is.
Yo.
And just wanted
Tough
to say
town.
hi, you know.
You want to say hi from downtown Chicago? How's the hot dogs?
yes.
How's the
I was gonna say, I
pastrami?
knew
How's
you
the
were gonna
corned
say
beef?
something. No, we don't need the hot dogs here. We have deep dish pizza, though. If you want
Deep
one.
dish pizza.
Fermata had a good deep dish pizza, too.
Yeah.
I don't need no deep dish. My belly's deep enough. Hey, so how can we help you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Ben. I just wanted to say that I'm about to move out. I'm 18, finishing high school. I made a good sum of money so far. I run businesses on eBay, and I do drop shipping. So, you know, I have a rental.
I don't mean to
property.
cut you off, but when Ben was 18, he did some drop shipping. I had to bail him out.
You did?
Okay, yeah. I bailed him out.
yeah.
Let's go. All right. That's what he did in college, make extra money. All right, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're 18, you got some money saved, and you're ready to buy something in real estate, correct?
Yes, I am.
What's your
And,
plan?
I was thinking about buying something that I could both live in and both rent out so that I can actually pay for my living expenses.
I hear you can get a great deal in Gary, Indiana right now.
Gary, Indiana, where's that?
Near Chicago.
Oh, I thought you said Indiana. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
Gary, Indiana is a bridge away from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Very depressed town.
talking.
Stay out of there. Don't go there. I was kidding. All right, let's go. What else you got? So you got a plan? What's your plan, Sam?
Well, see, it's kind of hard with me right now because I ended up like being with this girl from all the way in London.
Ding,
We've
ding,
been
ding,
together-
ding, 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 ding. Girls will take your money, especially when you're 18. Anything that has to do with the girl will wipe out all your money. All right, so now what's the story?
Well, you know, I've decided that I can actually probably make it by myself. I've learned how to do quite good in sales for the past years because I've tried to man up. Obviously, I have a single mother mom, and I'm just trying to basically kind of, you know,
Listen, you
start
got to take your money you
a
got.
man.
You got to go to a bank and say, hey, listen, I know I'm only 18, but legally I can borrow money. All right? Have your mother co-sign. I don't care if they have to, but the point is, you got to take whatever money you got and go to a bank and say, hey, I'm interested in an FHA loan. Okay? How much can you loan me? Find out how much money you get your hands on so you're not out there window shopping. Then go out, find an agent, and find a property that suits your life and what your goal is. All right? You got to go and meet with a banker.
I see.
Simple.
Thank
It's
you,
a
Ben.
simple process.
Man, I can't believe it.
We got to get you a sticker.
Go to the fucking bank.
Go to the fucking bank. We're going to get
Shit,
you a
the first thing
bumper
you
sticker.
do when you have any kind of money, if you got
Rafael,
$3,500 in the
bumper
bank,
stickers. Go to the bank.
if you got
That's what we should do. Go to the
$3,500 in the
fucking
bank, and you can
Yeah.
buy something for $100,000, and you're over 18, and you got a friggin' job, okay, go to the bank and say, hey, qualify me for a friggin' loan.
Yeah,
The government's backing it up. And then
I
go
gotcha.
find a deal. All right, good luck to you.
Ben, you got to stop smoking all those cigarettes.
All right, I'll
yeah,
stop.
you got to vape.
All right, I'll stop.
I'll
Vape,
stop.
yeah, go
I'll
vape.
stop.
I'm
Goddamn
an
it.
18-year-old snot nose that don't even eat hot dogs, eating deep dish pizza in Chicago, is going to tell me to stop smoking. Yeah, right.
Man,
His wife
Ben,
has been telling him
luck to you.
I
for
love you, man.
Hey, good
15
luck to you.
years, and he hasn't
Thanks for
listened.
doing-
All right, we done for today. We're follow what? All right. Thank you very much. It's been a fun Sunday. Say goodbye, Aaron.
Adios.
And amigo. Say goodbye, Ben.
Goodbye, Ben.
All right, you guys take care and go find a deal. First, find the money. Peace.
Go to the bank.